The most rewarding part of being a musician is having an opportunity to express myself honestly. Don't be shy. Levels up here are good. Yeah. I don't know how you do it, but they're perfect. When I sing on stage, I feel like the purest form of my being. There is a feeling that I've only experienced when I'm on stage in front of an audience that to me feels like it's a relationship between myself and whoever is listening. And then it sort of like feeds back to me. So I get this affirmation or validation when I see somebody receiving what I'm putting out there. Hey, thanks. Thanks so much. Don't forget to tip your bartender. My name is Alyssa Arneson. I'm a singer, songwriter, and storyteller from Nelson, British Columbia. The weather influences my music a lot. I'm always feeling the weather. I've worked like in the high Arctic and northern Canada in the territories and like pretty remote places where you're really vulnerable to the weather, and it plays a big part in how your day is shaped. The name of that song is Static, and it's a love song to the weather. My musical childhood has shaped the person I am today because it's such a part of who my family is. It's my family's language. As a kid, there were always instruments around. My dad played music. There were so many late nights that I foggily remember growing up of like him and all of his friends playing music all night long. And I remember just always wanting to be up there with him. I started learning the guitar when I was 15. My older brother had a guitar, and I was obsessed with learning how to play it. After I learned my first song, I got on a city bus downtown, set up outside of like this old blues bar, and then just played this one song over and over and over. I put my guitar case down on the ground, people were throwing change, and hopefully, people were just walking by and kept going because I was truly just playing this one song that I knew over and over. Like I didn't have anything else, and I was there for hours. I made like $15 and it was the best thing ever. I was super excited, packed up all my change, rode the bus home and just felt so accomplished. I don't know how to just play music and be able to make a living. There's this romanticism about the starving artist. People expect artists to be able to somehow generate art without any kind of financial support. I've always kind of had this double life of seasonal work part of the year so that I can nest up and be creative for the other part of the year. It's sort of this dance where I feel like I don't know how to be creative without having like this type of income. I don't want to continue doing the seasonal work. It's hard. A lot of the time I'm putting my life on ice just so that I can come home. It's not my passion. My passion is music. A stage can be anything. It can be like in the living room with my family when we get together over the holidays. It can be sitting around the campfire, the church, and it can be collaborating with other people. Come back. I'm not a religious person, but these churches are becoming less and less utilized. They're just these gorgeous spaces that are sitting empty a lot of the time. That's like the perfect atmosphere for my music. Birds are singing, come back. I really like collaborating on other people's projects because it takes me out of my regular creative process. And now I've been doing more collaborative work where I'm lending my vocals to other people's projects. Shine. I feel like typically making it in the music industry looks like being discovered. You know, there's this idea that you need to sell tons of albums, be recognized on a grand scale, and win awards. So far in my musical career, I haven't really created music just to create content to sell. When I think back to being that kid outside of that bar, playing the only song that I knew, it was sort of like this moment of understanding that that was something that I could offer, and that was like a real part of who I am. And maybe that's what it looks like to have made it. Yeah, I think I got a couple things in there.